Okay.
Okay, my name is Jamie Katsoris. I'm 34 years old.
Jamie, how'd you find out about our office?
My sister actually saw an article Doctor had placed in the Chicago Sun-Times, and she called me up and said we have to go and listen to him.
Was it, what workshop was it that you went to?
The thyroid.
Okay. And what symptoms did you have when you first came here?
Fatigue, restlessness, tingly fingers and toes, cold.
How was your sleep?
Sleep was uninterrupted. I actually wanted to sleep more.
Okay, so you're
Was
tired all the
chronically
time.
fatigued.
Okay. And how about your digestion and your bowel?
That's a little embarrassing. When I came to see Dr. Byer, I was actually using the bathroom 12 to 15 times a day. It interrupted my life.
Now, today's, are we on our last visit today? Or we're close to the end of your
Close to
care?
the end. I think maybe
Okay.
3 more visits.
How do you feel today? And it's been about, what, 4 months?
Yeah,
How do you feel today compared to when you first came?
like a different person. Honestly, 4 months ago I couldn't get out of bed. I was miserable. My family suffered. I feel like a new person. I lost 30 pounds. I recommend it highly. It changed my life.
That's great.
Five
Okay,
sisters.
thanks,
Three
Jamie.
of them have what's called Hashimoto's. And of course, they kept pushing me many years ago to find out. Well, I don't know how many of you go to an endocrinologist, but I've been going to one for about 17 years, or 15, at least that. And every year, I would gain 15 to 20 pounds. My thyroid would be fine. He would medicate me with blood pressure and cholesterol and more medications and more medications. And I would just keep gaining weight. At one time, I was literally, probably at the age of 40, I was 160 pounds. And I went up to, I finally saw a doctor here. I was at 326.
Wow.
I was skeptical, very skeptical. I'm so skeptical that I sent a friend to the first one. Lots of notes, yes. But what really got to me is his passion. And it was, I mean, you could see his passion in his face. But there was something still in me thinking, okay, maybe, but you know, I liked everything he's saying. And then all of a sudden what's going on in my mind is money. And what's it going to cost me? And then he went through this whole thing, and I took notes, I recorded it, I listened, I went online and researched stuff. And I came in and, you know, you had to set an appointment with him. And I was in tears, but I could see he was teary-eyed too.
Don't get me crying now.
And he pretty much just said, I can only throw you a lifeline. And he knew how much, hi girls, he knew how much I was depressed, I was hurting, I hated my life. Excuse me.
It's life-changing stuff, isn't it?
But I spoke with him, had my wife come in, just to make sure I wasn't missing anything, that I wasn't getting duped, because you just never know. And I wasn't. I mean, really, I could just see the passion on his face, and he doesn't take everyone. Because really, what he's telling you, he can throw you that lifeline, but you're going to sink if you don't use it. Have I used it? Yes. I've lost 53 pounds. And there's other ways you can lose weight, and you can lose it faster. But you're going to put it all right back on again. The amount of blood tests he took, you sent for the blood tests and I mean stool samples and everything, and it just showed me like he really means something. But again, you've got to want to. You got to want to help yourself. And at age 58, I have grandkids. Sorry. And he's still working.
How are your energy levels?
Energy is much better. I mean, I work a lot. I work 15 hours a day, sometimes 18 or 19. Listen to him, take notes, but I mean, literally, and I've got a long way to go. But if you would have seen me, and you could ask Aaliyah or any one of these girls in here, and by the way, they're great. What made me keep coming back was not only the doctor, but the way you're treated with the staff here. I mean, you're treated really like a princess or a king. It's unbelievable. They don't look at you like you're fat and you're ugly, and they all treat you really, really nice. And big thing, part of coming back.
Do you mind if we talk a little bit about your
No.
case? One of the things that will drive your immune system and autoimmune thyroid, okay, which is what most of you have, you may not even know it, okay, 90% of thyroid problems are autoimmune. The doctors just don't run the proper test when we talk about that. There's usually something that's triggering your immune system to do that. One of the most common things in thyroid patients that I find is a hidden gut infection, okay? And you don't know it because doctors don't run the test. So on time we found it was a yeast infection and a parasite, was it?
A real bad parasite.
So we had to get him on medication for that, and we had to clean up his gut and everything, because you're never gonna fix the body if that's what's going on with the gut. 80% of your immune system's in your gut. So we run all the tests and we look at all that. Now, he's 4 months into it. Our typical patient's 6 to 12 months. He's gonna get, wait till you see him in another 6 months. And he's done the work. I'm just coaching him and teaching him. And that's why I'm real selective on who I take on as a patient, which, you know, I'm gonna get into, but, you know, you gotta do it. But I'm gonna teach you how, I'm gonna coach you, you're gonna get our support and everything. But it's life-changing. It's life-changing.
And I've lost this much just by what he's done to my body. I mean, it's a lifestyle change. There's food, found out I'm allergic to glutens, bread, pastas, everything like this.
And we found
Fine.
food sensitivities on it.
Food sensitivities, but I feel healthy enough. And where I didn't ache. I mean, I couldn't even walk. My feet would kill me. I didn't want to walk. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to live. You know, I was just getting fed up, and I just didn't. He's not paid me. Didn't even ask me. I suggested it when we were meeting. I said, you know, this is a passion now. I'm telling so many people about this, but so pray about it, think about it, but don't wait too long.
Thanks, brother.
God bless you.
All right.
Bye now.
Bye.